Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program, Liberia First on GHT Talk. Tonight is a special edition, a very special edition. Tonight we're gonna play you the monologue from Freedom Hard Talk, delivered today, Friday, October 18, 2024. And if you are celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well, okay? Welcome. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page. Again, we're going to bring you the monologue from earlier on today on Freedom Hard Talk, in which we delivered and hosted the program on behalf of the host, Austin Kawar. And by popular demand, we bring that excerpt to you tonight with a little bit of interesting videos for your own analysis before we play you the monologue. So invite someone, like the page, follow the page, be my guest, okay? And if you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. Our team of analysts and panelists will be on here tonight, following the repeat broadcast, to do some analysis as well as take your calls, okay? So don't go nowhere. This is a live broadcast. Don't go nowhere. As always, we got a great show for all of us here tonight. Welcome to all of you. First in the queue tonight, Charles Brown. Welcome to you. Ruth Lewe, Linda Morris, welcome. Blamo Nimla, welcome to you. Josephine Satamoa Amisa, welcome. And Charles Brown says, I am so surprised at the representative from Grand Judah. Blanket Mark County, Bentu Masale, in sedition, yep. Absolutely. Victoria Musulue Townsend, welcome to you there from Australia. Mars, welcome to you as well. Maria Choco Chape, welcome there. Samuel Jacobs, good to see you. Saturday, Zongwe Wulugwe, welcome from Atlanta, Georgia. Charles Kroji Sr., welcome to you. Mars, I'm following you with eagle eyes from Atlanta, Georgia, USA, welcome. And Eric D. Puya from Minnesota, welcome to you as well. We got a great show for all of us here, so sit back, relax, and be my guest. Joseph Babu, welcome.
So way in the middle. Ain't no.
Okay, this is the rebel group listing. We were called by them to make sure that Honorable Luther signed on the listing, and they are able to give him 15,000. Based upon that, we arrived on the scene, and we for them were able to get a listing for them. They give each person 15,000. At the end of the day, after the process, they give you the balance 10,000. This is the listing, as you can see. lawmaker that sign and receive 15,000 to illegally remove the speaker. This is the honorable who received the 15,000 and honorable Luther and the money, as you can see, please display the money. This is the money, $15,000 US.
Colette took $200.
Colette took extra money for only again. Colette who also facilitating the process to remove the speaker. So this is the rebel listing. The total number they get here
For the seven.
is for the 7 to
My
make sure
name
that
is
they
there
remove the speaker.
because
And these are been sponsored. These are been sponsored by Honorable Thomas Fada and the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, Jeremiah Criminal Coup. These are the things they involved in because they refuse to conduct audit. This guy refused to conduct audit after the speaker agreed that the whole should be audited for transparency and accountability. Based upon that, the protest against the honorable speaker for that evil fight. So we have the listing here. We fought them, and at the end of the day, we kept on the listing.
I can't open that. I will never open that. I can buy it. I will never open it. What was okay? You ever say, I see it? Now open the door now. Damn road are you? I can't open that. I will never open it. I can buy it. I will never open it. What was okay? You ever say, I see it? Now open the door now. Damn road are you?
Media institution. We are in conversation with a group of lawmakers who one of them was attempted to be bribed on today, and they managed to collect the official listing alongside with 15,000 United States dollars. It has been speculated that lawmakers have been offered money, but we have with us a Representative Collins. Welcome to the media, sir.
Thank you.
You want to tell us what happened? How did you end up with this money and the listing? Why are these things here, sir?
Yeah, for the past 2 days, there have been the news in and around the Capitol building about lawmaker wanting to impeach Speaker Kofa. Then we heard that a certain group of them are giving money out. You have to receive $15,000. Then after you sign and their mission is accomplished, then of course you can receive the balance of the money. I was told that the total sum is $25,000. So I also been making some due diligence and follow up because this is not good for our country. I think we have come here to work for our people. So being sitting outside of the 54th before coming in as 55th lawmaker, I came with a clear agenda that I'm coming to work for the Liberian people, not myself. So I decided to go there and pretend as though I am part of them. And of course, they called me last night and I said, we're going to conclude it today. So this is where we end up. I managed to do away with the amount of 14,000 plus because Representative Jim Colette took, I think, about $200 or some more dollars from Honey in the presence of Karen Guy, along with his driver. But we have also planned ourselves. We made a plan that a group will be behind me, and because I have not identified myself to be anywhere, I will go there and act like I'm part of them, and make sure that what they are doing to be brought in public. And this listing, you will be surprised. The names are here. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. So page 4 at the end here, you will see my name. That is
okay.
how I managed to actually get the money, because I'm signing, of course, and do away with the money.
But one would be wondering, how on earth you managed to come with this listing? How did it happen? Was there an altercation, and who actually called you for the money?
Yeah, because they have been wanting for the number to build up. So I have to use my own logical experience. So I cajole them and make sure that this listing be in our possession, along with whatever involved with the listing, which is the money.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Anything else?
Well, that's it. The Liberian people will get to know. I'm sure we are here to work for the Liberian people.
But if I may ask, why on earth you choose not to go with all the lawmakers? Why you choose to reject it?
You have to tell me. You have to convince me beyond all reasonable doubt. Why do you want to do this? Is it good for our country? Is it that our people are going to benefit, or they are doing it because of some selfish motive? Because the budget, people want to get hold of the budget in their possession. So whatever they want to do with the Liberian people money, they can do it.
Thank you.
And we cannot stand for that.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, this is Banan Television, along with other media institutions. We are in conversation with a group of lawmakers who, one of them was attempted to be bribed today, and they managed to collect the official listing alongside with 15,000 United States dollars. It has been speculated that lawmakers have been offered money. But we have with us a Representative Collins. Welcome to the media, sir.
Thank you.
You want to tell us what happened? How did you end up with this money and the listing? Why are these things here, sir?
Yeah, for the past 2 days, there have been the news in and around the Capitol building about lawmakers wanting to impeach Speaker Coup. Then we heard that a certain group of them are giving money out. You have to receive $15,000. Then after you sign and their mission is accomplished, then of course you can receive the balance of the money. I was told that the total sum is $25,000. So I also been making some due diligence and follow up, because this is not good for our country. I think we have come here to work for our people. So being sitting outside of the 54th before coming in as 55th lawmaker, I came with a clear agenda that I'm coming to work for the Liberian people.
All right, folks, that's the whistleblower there, the honorable gentleman, Luther Collins. Luther Collins is the whistleblower. He is the one that produced what we call the FOC, the fruit of the crime, the $15,000 initial amount given to each of the rebel lawmakers, those that rebelled against Speaker J. Fonati Kofa. Luther Collins is the whistleblower. You will hear more about him in the monologue. All right? You're going to hear more about him in the monologue. There are other videos that we want to show you here tonight. And of course, if you haven't seen them, we have them here for you. This one has to do with Mr. Thomas Falla. Yeah. Mr. Thomas Falla, hear me well. It has to do with Mr. Thomas P. Falla, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. Take a look, take a listen to Thomas Falla putting up his defense here. All right?
There will be no second to the you are the man in charge. You are going to disrupt some of our colleagues want to disrupt. So please, but I saw you when you are here to present. One of your putting on the CBC. Can't open the door. Can't open the door. You ever said that issue? No, be wrong. You think we said that when you can't play with all that? We'll never do it. Because you are criminal, you fight better because you are wrong. Damn fool. What the fuck are you doing? You are wrong. We prepare for you. Any mistake you make, you regret it. Give him my gun today. No, I gotta keep that gun today. No, you use your power to take the key. Yeah. You use your power. Because you're stupid. I educated than you. All that money you stole, that why you use it. Damn fool. Stupid man like you. They tell you about to play wild life. You know what welcome to the crowd. They have accused you of being a Judas in the yes, he's not wrong. Don't be pushing on. Don't be pushing on. Don't push I can't open it. I will never open it. I can never open it. I will never open it. Can't open the door now. Damn road are you? I can't open it. I will never open it. I can never open it. I will never open it. Can't open the door now. Damn road are you? I can't open it. I will never open it. I can never open it. I will never open it. Can't open the door now. Damn road are you?
And just like that, Kofa go, Kofa gang, Kofa get Mora, just like that. They attempted coup. They attempted overthrow of J. Funati Kofa. Speaker J. Funati Kofa was thwarted by loyalists to him, seditions. First, you saw the gentleman, I call him the honorable man, Luther Collins, the one who produced the fruit of the crime, such that all those that signed, he had a original document with him in the car when he spoke with the journalists. He had a document with him there, telling the world what has happened. Okay, telling the world what has happened. Of course, we got more for you. Let's bring more of this for you right now.
The deputy will not be sad today. Honorable Thomas Fala, in the absence of the speaker has written that session will be by 4 today. Today by 4 we are coming to session. The deputy Thomas Fala will not be sad. There is nothing unconstitutional will happen here today, and we are making sure that we take good care of the Liberian people with the kind of decisions we make. Honorable Thomas Fala, as the leader now, we expect you to do the needful. What we are saying here, the speaker has requested, and you acknowledge it, no session until 4. Nothing unconstitutional will be done here. We are peace-abiding citizens, we are Liberians, and we are leaders. Let us do the right thing. Let us do the right thing. And what we are saying here, we will have session when we have session at 4 p.m. Anything outside that will not happen. We're happy here today, and we have the speaker. The speaker has written that session will be by 4 today. Today by 4 we are coming to session. The deputy Thomas Fowler will not preside. There is nothing unconstitutional will happen here today, and we are making sure that we take good care of the Liberian people with the kind of decisions we make. Honorable Thomas Fowler, as the leader now, we expect you to do the needful. What we are saying here, the speaker has requested, and you acknowledge it. No session until 4. Nothing unconstitutional will be done here. We are peace-abiding citizens. We are Liberians, and we are leaders. Let us do the right thing. Let us do the right thing. And what we are saying here, we will have session, but we will have session at 4 p.m. Anything outside that will not happen.
That's another question to ask. Because I'm a stakeholder here. Take for instance, I went today. Today is Thursday, right? Mr. You been here. Today is section day. We should be in section, right? So why would you want to seize the key? Father went to prison and you say Father can't enter because you perceive Father to be S1C. It's not going to help you. So, no, we adjourn. The chairman of Rules and Order, he has the key. And he said he put the chambers.
Did he shut down the House of Representatives?
He shut down, yes. Those colleagues that were involved, Marvin Cole, the head, he shut down the work of the Liberian people today. And he needed to desist. I wouldn't want to say that he's my colleague, but he needed to desist.
Do you think there are information or there is an information from the speaker that encourages just?
No, I wouldn't want to put the speaker in the say, well, no.
Of your security, because we saw you.
It's in the hands of the chairman of Rules and Order. I'm going to say it's in the hands of the chairman of Rules and Order and the party legislators that are here, because what happened today or this morning was done by CDC colleagues. There was no other colleague that came to attack me. And thank God you got it recalling. You got it recalling. So we were deaf into it. I'm hoping that we'll get to party headquarters today. The party will intervene. I think it's a good thing, to be honest. The verdict should be the way. But there are remedies. There are remedies to expel. There are remedies to suspend. So there are remedies.
So finally, before we end, as I'm doing on this video,
it's for all sides to remain calm, sit on the table, have a peaceful dialogue to be able to remediate the situation. No.
Steadfast will resist in the strongest. Show Liberian people that will remain steadfast, will resist in the strongest, and we think that the height of corruption to use state resources to try to undermine the democracy. Show the Liberian people that will remain steadfast, will resist in the strongest, and we think that the height of corruption to use state resources to try to undermine the democracy. Show the Liberian people that will remain steadfast, will resist in the strongest, and we think that the height of corruption to use state resources to try to undermine the democracy. Show the Liberian people that will remain steadfast, will resist in the strongest, and we think that the height of corruption to use state resources to try to undermine the democracy. Show
Let's pause it right here and bring on Delano Tamasa that have just joined us before we go into the monologue here. Delano Tamasa, welcome. How you doing?
Yeah, the wise man. I'm doing well. I'm doing great.
Great.
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Thank you so much for having me. We have been following a lot of development,
Yeah,
but in a strategic way, I would tell you that I'm feeling good.
you feeling good?
Uh, yes, and
Awesome.
I'm energized. I've been following. I'm energized. I
Uh-huh.
believe that we still have men and women still exist in the
Yeah,
country.
absolutely.
But it is great to be with you. It is great to be with you. There is the weekend edition on the global stage. It's
Right.
always a good time to team up with you with all the exciting information that is coming from back home. Let me just say hi to our people that are following us, that are
Right.
trooping in to follow this show tonight. Even our people back home at this time, many may be sleeping, but
They are not sleeping. Yeah,
because of the importance of the show, they are awake
they
and
are awake.
following.
They are awake and
So I'm gonna just
following.
say hi to them. We
Absolutely.
always cherish their sacrifices whenever they tune in to listen to what we have to say, and also the queue into at the same time trending with major information, which I want to salute them to all our
Absolutely.
people, the GHT family and the CLN family. I just want to say hello to all of you. But it's great to be with you, the Wise Man. It is
It's,
great to be with
it's
you.
great. It's great to have you as well.
Yeah.
And so, folks, welcome to all of you. Tonight, we thought to play you all of those clips, those videos from yesterday, so that you can get a picture of what we are about to present to you. We brought you videos from inside the lock chambers, right outside the door of the chambers of the House of Representatives. Videos from there, lawmakers going at it, people in the face of Thomas P. Fowler telling him, giving him words and what have you. Uh, he will respond and say, "It's Thursday. What do you expect? We are here to preside. Preside over what? the forced removal of your colleague, the speaker from the same political party, what are you presiding over? Okay, that's why we play you all of those videos so that you weigh your own, or you have your own take on it as we go to the monologue. But first, let's welcome Arthur Solo Senior. Solo Senior, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Pop. Thank you. Delano, senior man.
Yeah, the chief parliamentarian.
Yeah,
Arthur Solo.
looking at all this, Mr. Gilmore, look,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should contact the Senegali president, what he did in Senegal by dissolving the parliament and setting a new election. It would be good because you ditching out 15 grand when the country, when the Southeastern road.
Yeah.
The Southeastern road is deplorable. Lofa road deplorable. All the road you ditching out money, the executive should be in trouble by now.
And the saddest part about it, up to now, Boyka has not spoken to say anything about this, to either condemn it or to say I distance myself. That has not been done.
But Mr. Gilmore,
the Unity Party, or lawmakers or what have you, have not said anything to distance themselves from it, to say they don't know anything about it, but they continue to plot. They continue. They held a meeting somewhere in Barnesville. Okay, their cars are all lined up.
Yep, somebody posted the picture.
Yeah, their cars are all lined up. They had a meeting in Barnesville, and I don't know how these guys go to sleep.
They have so much evil, Mr. Gilmore.
They continue. I mean, the thing was, the coup.
There's a Unity Party playbook, Mr. Gilmore.
The coup failed, and you are still plotting to do what?
Mr. Gilmore, you were saying this thing yourself. Okay. The glasses on my brother Tamasa and myself, our face, we can remove it, but you cannot distance yourself from your hand. That's part of your body. That's
part of your body. Yeah,
it's part of your body. This is the DNA of the UP people. You know, this is why they don't trust each other. But the surprising, wow, not so surprising. The downside of it is that they have CDC men doing it for them.
Right.
They are daily laundry and savaging 15 grand for one representative, one lawmaker.
Yeah.
When we're talking about road, we're talking about rice price in the country, you know?
Yeah.
Electricity, we still own Cote d'Ivoire $11 million.
Absolutely.
But you're ditching out money in a poor country.
Ditching out monies. These are the cars for the various representatives. Yeah. What are the carpool? Or I mean, the thing is so visible. All right. These things are not called for, are not welcome in a democracy, especially so when we've had transfer of power peacefully 3 different times. From let's say we had 3 presidential elections: 2005, 2011, 2004. 4 presidential elections: 2005, 11, 17, 23.
4
presidential elections. Smooth transition. Okay. For God's sake.
I mean, too sad to see. If I'm looking at it, just put me in a different position when I look at my own country.
Mr. Gilbert, the thing is, as I said earlier, I said the Unity Party playbook. Anyway, you're going through the monologue, we'll get more to say on it.
Yeah.
But it's a Unity Party playbook, you know. So it's not strange to have the Unity Party in power, and we experience such.
Right.
Under the Malam Sele, it happened twice. Even at the house, at the upper house, that's how Asayanabo were also taken out during Madam Sele town. And the moment it happened to snow, it went to Asayanabo.
Right.
But then the late Senator Laha Lassana, Bagba Lassana, you know, so the thing it's just something, you know, that they believe, that they think that one they can get a system from the executive close, running down to the legislature to have a one system. They believe that it undermines their own activities.
Right.
And no matter what you do, they will always want to go through this. The one thing that play in this, GMB believe that he has the country at stake in terms of the popular votes. And one of the ways to show, if you have the popular vote, then why you can't control the House of Senate, the House of Legislature?
Yeah.
So one of the ways to show muscle is to have the executive, have the legislature, and when you go out there, you think that they're in full control. So no matter what it is, they want to fight their way to make sure that they have that House of Representative.
Right.
You know, and these are things, there are a lot of things are playing out, and that's how the Unity Party play their game. You know, but we'll get more to that. The first thing before,
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll get more to it. We'll just wait for the monologue.
Let's go to the monologue here. Sarah Dopo, one of our panelists here, she said, "Thank God for social media. Nothing will be hidden anymore.
Nothing at all, Sarah.
They go in any corner. Somebody will see it. Take a picture and post it. That's the thing about it.
the GHT convict camera. That is
camera.
It's just in the cloud.
In the cloud.
So no matter what, you know.
That's the satellite. That's the satellite over there.
Yeah.
Right? So today we were on Freedom Hard Talk, and it was a solo event. Your humble servant was the presenter today on Freedom Hard Talk, and we thought to replay that monologue from there, and then we will take your calls on the flip side after the monologue. All right, we'll take your calls in place of we'll take your calls on the flip side. So our team of analysts and panelists are on here. We're gonna take your calls after that. Okay. So welcome to all of you. We're not leaving you. We are right here with you. Okay. Let's go to this.
The people last us, the government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people who are so, the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that left us to allow the damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you lie? There's citizens to be. You use us and little abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They don't want to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have them broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they were poor? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. The people tired. They tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betrayed. They have enough for time, but they're people crying. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie.
The people fool us.
The people lie.
They lie to us. The people fool us. They can lie, they can steal, they corrupt, they kidnap, they lie. They lie to us. Good evening, folks. Good evening, wherever you find yourselves. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you find yourselves. It's great to be in your company tonight on Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. Also broadcasting here on GHT Hard Talk FM 107, your number one online radio. Of course, uh, uh, I'm hosting tonight on behalf of Austin Kawa. Hopefully, the rest of the crew will be on here with us. We got a great show for all of us here. Okay, welcome wherever you find yourselves. And if you are celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones tonight, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you. Okay, indeed, we got a great show. You've been following events out of our country, the motherland, Mama Liberia, where a whole lot of things unfolded. All right. The conspiracy, the plot, the fightings, the withdrawal of signatures, you name it, everything uh, that has to do with the governance of our country, the rule of law, the judicial system. I mean, due process, everything, whether it's internal wrangling or external factors that influence the internal wrangling. We got a great number of things to discuss with you here tonight. So we invite someone, all right, and share the video, share this broadcast on your pages so that people know exactly what you are listening to and what you share as well. Okay. Indeed, we got a great show for all of us here. If you join us here for the very first time, welcome to you. And our Crusoe, we're gonna give you a couple of minutes here to announce the cash giveaway game lottery. If you haven't played yet, you want to play to win thousands of dollars, Liberian dollars, you now have the opportunity to do that. Crusoe gonna come back to announce how you can win. Okay, and if you win that 5, 10, or 15,000 or 50,000, it's the weekend. If you win, please call us back and let us know that you want some money. Okay, we don't want any part of it, but we just want to know that the rightful person won the money and you got the money. So, Crusoe, where are you? Please come back and announce to our folks how they can win. Okay, and that lucky winner out there, we are in search of you. You could be the lucky winner. Just make sure you have uh, uh, at least 200 Liberian dollars on your mobile money or $1.50 US. $1.50 US on your mobile money, and you need to just play. And you could be that lucky winner tonight of a handsome package. You don't know what's in store for you. So we invite you to play and be that lucky winner. Okay. Crusoe, where are you? You want to come and announce how people can play? Dua Crusoe, our producer. $5,000. You know, countless number of you will win $5,000 tonight. All right. So welcome, welcome. And as we embark on that, whenever the draw is ready, we will let you know, and you place that call and let us know. Crusoe is in the capital. From the capital, Capitol Hill, the House of Representatives was in chaos. It was like January 6th in the United States, redo in Liberia. January 6th in the United States, when Donald Trump and rioters, when Donald Trump and rioters decided to overthrow the government, the democratic system that this country enjoyed for since its founding creation. Okay, the peaceful transfer of power, the acceptance of election results, the handshake at the turning over ceremonies, and what have you. January 6th, this country saw a different, altogether different system, different play, what have you. The Donald Trump folks, MAGA folks, decided to overturn the elections. Here, October 17, 2024, in Liberia was a copycat. But this time around, it was lawmakers, representatives who were coerced, were bribed, were brought together under the banner of pay to play. We're going to pay you $15,000 and affix your signature. If we succeed in removing Funati Kofa, we pay you balance $25,000. How many people they said they had? 47. 47 people. 47 representatives. And of course, they were not just all Unity Party people or the ruling establishment. Some were CDC lawmakers. Okay, some were CDC lawmakers. It is alleged that even the deputy speaker, a friend, a colleague from the CDC, Deputy Speaker Thomas P. Fowler, was also alleged to have been one of the ringleaders in the aborted overthrow of Speaker J. Funati Kofa. And let me go on the record here tonight. Let me go on the record here tonight. Somebody will say, oh, what's Gilmore tune against Funati Kofa have changed? We've spoken loud and clear against Funati Kofa several times. We wrote against him, we broadcasted against him, and we spoke against Funati Kofa, his governance or his inactions on XYZ. All right, to the extent that we suffer some bruises. Okay, today we are still suffering some of those things that some of our leaders did to us after we went against Funati Kofa. But we maintain our position. Okay, we have nothing personal against Funati Kofa, but we were speaking and we continue to speak against those things that he has not done. Like, for instance, the disrespect meted out against the former president, His Excellency George Manawia, at the behest of the Unity Party government at the RIA Not once, not twice. Every time President Weah travel in and out of the country via the RIA, he's disrespected. Nothing done, no investigation, nobody held accountable. That's one, the highest. The mass dismissal of civil servants. Okay, to the extent that Speaker Kofa was termed the CSA, Civil Service Agency, as unconstitutional as per the 1986 Constitution. Okay, these were the things we were talking about. Why couldn't he defund the CSA? Why no actions were taken? But we were not calling for his removal. His forced removal, his overthrow, we never advocated that. Because we have not even stated that Joseph Boakai should be overthrown forcefully. Okay? No, that's not what this democracy that we enjoy today in Liberia is all about. We must have a smooth transition from one party to another, from one leader to another, from one election to another, something we've enjoyed since 2005. Whether the elections were rigged by Unity Party in 2005, in 2011, the Liberian people, under the leadership of President Weah, stayed calm, quiet, and waited until 2017. Even during the elections of 2017, you will recall, Unity Party, the ruling establishment at the time, a team up with other political parties who were in alliance with the CDC to take the elections to court. And we also then candidate George Weah playing Ludo under the Sycamore tree and waiting the results of the court processes, as well as when the second round will begin. Okay? A peaceful man, a calm man. And when the elections were held right after Christmas, December 29th or so, President Weah was declared winner. There was a smooth transition, a smooth turning over. So, fast forward to 2023, Boakai winning, the turning over ceremony, everything peaceful. The election of Speaker Kofa as Speaker of the House of Representatives, Thomas P. Fowler, Deputy Speaker. It's the first time in our history that the legislature is led by an opposition or by the opposition. It is the first time in our history to have such a divided government, that the first branch of government, which is the legislature, is on one hand, and the second branch, the executive, is on the other hand. It's the first time that we have that. And so that should tell you, to some extent, our democracy, our governance have transitioned a little bit for the greater good of the people, that we can have a divided government that will work together for the benefit of the Liberian people. Okay? So, that is the case, or should have been the case, that we will embrace a divided government, come what may, regardless. For anybody to think that they can overthrow Joseph Boakai and you have a peaceful process, you must be joking. You're kidding. The Liberian people are not ready for that. And because they are not ready for that, they are not ready for the forced removal of the speaker. Okay? Speaker Kofa being Speaker, Thomas Fowler being Deputy Speaker, all from the CDC, is democracy. It's democracy. But if the information that have come out since Representative Yeka Koluba has been announcing that there is a plot to remove Speaker Kofa. There is a plot to remove Speaker Kofa. And some of these people that want to remove Speaker Kofa are seditionists, CDC lawmakers, and what have you. We saw it. We saw it manifested yesterday, October 17th. We saw it manifested. We saw that some CDC lawmakers were part of the gang of 47. Whether it's true that Deputy Speaker Thomas Fowler is a ringleader, it is yet to be confirmed. But when we saw pro Funati Kofa group in the face of Deputy Speaker Thomas Fowler and questioning why would he want to preside over the removal of Funati Kofa, and then he will go sit down and say they stop us from presiding, then it begs the question, what were you going to preside over? What were you going to preside over? The forced removal without due process? The forced removal without due process of Funati Kofa? What did Funati do to cause his colleagues to want to remove him? The last time I said, what is he not doing? Okay? What is he not doing? That will be the question for the ordinary people. Had the ordinary people revolted against Funati Kofa, we will be asking the ordinary people, including myself, what is he not doing? Okay? Because he's there representing the people. So if the people came against him, revolted against him, then we'll be asking the people, what is Funati not doing? But if the revolt is from within, are his colleagues, people of the same party, joined by Unity Party gangs, then the question is, what did he do? What did he do? What did he do that you want to remove him? What did he do? Okay? Hence, we've seen when the plot met resistance, like at the party headquarters, CDC party headquarters, when the police went to raid the headquarters with a fake document from the court. The resistance by seditionists on that fateful day propelled the armed bandits, the armed police, armed with live rifle bullets, tear gas, batons, and what have you. People with bare hands were able to repel the police. Because you know what? I've always said it. Every animal with blood in his veins, horn on his head, blood in his vein, will fight back when it is attacked. The CDC headquarters seditionists were attacked that day, and they fought back. They resisted. They resisted. Same thing yesterday. The forced removal of Funati Kofa was resisted by the people, by the loyalists, those CDC lawmakers who believe that the party remains supreme, that the cause of the people must be adhered to at all times, that the rule of law must be exhibited at all times. Okay? They resisted. By the time they were dislodged, disbanded, scattered, sent in disarray, seditions, CDC Legislative Caucus resolved to go to the party headquarters for a meeting. They resolved to go to the party headquarters for a meeting. What was discussed at the party headquarters, it is yet to be known by the people. But the people, seditions, must be informed what transpired at the party headquarters. Are we going to smoke peace pipe and say, let bygone be bygone? We are all the same. Let's forget it. Let's forget it. We are all the same. We don't want that. Liberians will not accept that. Seditions will not accept. We are all the same. Let's forget it. There must be consequences. There must be punishments. There must be a thorough investigation. Because you know what? Taxpayer dollars are involved. There are parents without school fees. There are civil servants who were laid off from the government employ because they said there was no money. They said there was no money, like in the case of transport ministry, where the minister there, Tyler, will be able to raise souls over 600,000 United States dollars. 600,000 United States dollars from the Ministry of Transport. 600,000 United States dollars. A man who was hanging with Akaros Gray, the general, Mo Ali, now managing director for water and sewer, will raise 150,000 United States dollars and add it to the money. We are looking at almost $2 million that would have done the dirty work to overthrow Speaker Kofa. Call it as it is. They wanted to overthrow Speaker Kofa. Whether this plot was engineered by Joseph Boakai, we see his fingerprints, Boakai's fingerprints, all over this plot. For the mere fact that he was able to take Funati Kofa, Speaker Kofa, out of the country, to Rome, to Italy. And he probably left the instruction behind. When we are gone, you go ahead and get rid of him. We don't need all of that. You remember that saying, Joseph Boyka? We don't need all of that. We don't need the opposition heading the legislature. We don't need all of that. Okay? We don't need all of that. So Boyka fingerprints are all over this plot. It must be told. And so we are calling for an audit of this process, a thorough investigation of this process, put together the GAC, the LACC, NSA, the police, CRD, our FIU, everybody, every network be put together to investigate this crime. Where did the money come from? Where did the money come from? Did it come from the sale of license plates, the renewal of license plates, the purchase of license plates at the Ministry of Transport? Did it come from driver license, keke registration, motorbike registration, taxi cabs, trucks, you name it, cars registration? Is that where the $600,000 come from? If you could raise $600,000 to remove the speaker by force, why couldn't you maintain 107 people that you put down at the Ministry of Transport? Why couldn't you maintain 107 people? Multiply the 107 people by 10. Multiply the 107 people by 10. 10 persons in a family. Over 1,000 people. You harm. You cause to go into poverty. Okay? You cause to go into poverty. Over 1,000 people. And that's just from the Ministry of Transport. That's just from the Ministry of Transport. Mo Ali, who was able to put together 150,000 US dollars, whether that was his initial or he going to triple it or double that amount, where did he get the money from? We are getting reports that such monies come from places like beer factory. Beer factory. Okay? Beer factory pay every quarter. According to our investigation, every quarter, beer factory pay a good sum of money to water and sewer for the water they use for the beer product. Every quarter, every 3 months. Okay? So there is a need for an audit of water and sewer, an audit for the transport ministry to see where these monies came from. Or did Joseph Boyka leave instruction with the finance minister or Double Jala at LRA to provide these monies for the forced removal, the overthrow of Funati Kofa? Is that what they did? Eh? Is that what happened? Is that what happened? I'm taking him with me to Italy, to Rome. And while we are gone, do the dirty work. Take him out. We don't need him. We don't need all of that destruction. Take him out. Okay? Now, let's come back in-house with the CDC lawmakers who were allegedly part and parcel of the whole process. That signed knowingly they are taking money, they are taking bribe to remove a certain speaker, their colleague, their leader, their teammate, their team player. They are taking bribe to remove the gentleman, J. Funati Kofa. How do they go back to Congo Town, to the CDC headquarters, under the Sakomo tree, and look in the eyes and faces of ordinary citizens? I'm not saying they are colleagues, because they will still be in a House of Representatives, they will still be talking, they will still be high-fiving one another and all of that. But the ordinary people that voted them, that put them in charge, how do they look in the eyes of their people? How? How do they look in the eyes of the ordinary Liberians, the ordinary citizens, and say, we are there for you? Is it the distribution of a couple of dollars? When you get to the party headquarters, and people begin to throng at you, run behind you, and you tell them to stand in line, and you give them $10, $5, $15, $20 a piece? Is that how you remedy the situation, the disgrace you brought onto yourselves? Is that how you're going to do it? Is that how you're going to do it? The disgrace, the shame you brought to yourself. Darius Dillon say, I shame my mom, I shame my family, I shame my party, I shame my wife, I shame my children. In a re-emphasized way, in a re-emphasized way, Darius Dillon say, in a re-emphasized way, I shame my family, I shame my mom. Is that what you're going to say? You shame your party, you shame your partisans, you shame your family, especially so when you were elected on the backs of dead colleagues, murder colleagues. People died, people bled to see some of you elected. And you betray the cause of the people. You betray the revolution. How are you going to look in the eyes of those people, the ordinary citizens? They say the distribution of $10, $15, $20. That's it. The party must investigate all those allegedly involved in this heinous crime. The party must investigate them. Whether they today are withdrawing their signatures, putting on statements, alleging that we didn't know what they wanted to do. So we just went there and we signed for the money. The only person the only person who is a hero, H-E-R-O, the whistleblower, the man with the testicular fortitude, the man who did not compromise his values, his principles, who said above all else, honesty, the rule of law, justice, the people, the revolution must be defended at all costs. Representative, Honorable Luther Collins. You know what Luther Collins did? Are the reasons we should call people of his caliber honorable. Honorable. Okay? Call such person as Luther Collins honorable. That's who deserves to be called an honorable. Not people who just take on the title because they are in a House of Representatives or they are in a House of Senate. And so our rules say you call us honorable. No. You can call them Mr. or you call them representative or senator. Let them earn the title honorable by their deeds, by their good works. Not because they are member of that august body, the House of Representatives or the House of Senate. Let them earn that title, honorable. Okay? And so we want to hail Luther Collins. We want to hail Luther Collins, the man who came all out and exposed them. He led a team of journalists. He led a team of journalists with him. Okay? That's who you hail, who you celebrate. He should be the champion. Followed by the rest of the guys who stood up, who did not sign the petition or the resolution, whatever you want to call it. Without investigation, they came up with a resolution. And you call that due process. Without investigation, they came out with a fitija resolution. That's how you call it, fitija. Fake. Zero, zilch, nada. A focal key resolution. Nothing inside. But witch hunt plot against Speaker Kofa. Absolutely, Pala Urito Reto. Nonsense of a resolution. Tabata. Okay? We should all hail Luther Collins, Frank Sarfoko, Marvin Cole. Okay? People that stood up and said, Representative Fala, Honorable Fala, you are not going to preside over anything. You are not going to preside over anything. Fokoki, you are not going to preside over anything here today. Those people are the people to be hailed, to be honored, to be respected, to be called honorable. They earn it. They've exhibited that leadership qualities. It is not you were for it before you turned against it. After you got exposed, you were for it before you turned against it. You signed for it. You signed for it. It's like what the chief name? That was Chief Boswell, right? When he arrived on the Bassa Cove and told the Bassa people, you're sorry, my Bassa people. Daros DeLan and Yumley he was talking to. Haven't you sold your land and accepted payment? Haven't you sold your land and accepted payment? Didn't you sell out your birthright, your honorable title, and sign for 15 pieces of silver, copper? Didn't you? Didn't you sell out the party, your values, your principles? What have you got left? What have you got left when you sign up your name for 15,000 pieces of bronze, copper? Like Judas Iscariot, you've come back regretting your actions. You are not regretting, you are ashamed. But you are not showing that you are ashamed, because there's no shamelessness in your game. You're just playing. You're just playing and hoping that you will go under the sycamore tree, smoke peace pipe, and it will be all done. But yesterday, October 17, have gone in the annals of the history. Have gone in the annals of the history of our country, of Capitol Hill, of the legislature. Look at the comments that came from the likes of Senator Snow, Edwin Mervyn Snow. They re-emphasize with Daros DeLong. Look at their comments. Okay? But will the likes of Daros DeLong call for the investigation of his brother, Mo Ali? Will Daros DeLong call for the investigation of the transport minister? Will he? By this time, we should begin to see the setting up of investigative teams by the Senate, by the House of Representatives, by the Justice Ministry. The condemnation, we should have seen one coming from Joseph Boakai, not a statement from the Ministry of Information talking about President Weah was behind it. He's the mastermind behind the removal of Funati Kofa, because Funati, if he stays as speaker, he's going to gain prominence. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And ask Daros DeLong, the many people that President Weah made leaders. Go and ask Daros DeLong that question. Who did President Weah bring to prominence? The likes of Thomas Fowler, from selling iron market that locks, nails, hinges, and plank. From selling iron market. They made him representative in District 5. Solomon George, who would talk nonsense on OKFM the other day. Solomon George from District 7, West Point. Who made him? The late veteran, Mona Youngblood Pelham. Mona Pelham Youngblood. May her soul rest in perfect peace. That astute young lady, representative. Who made her? Who made Akaros Gray? The general. Who made these people? I toured Monserrato County during the last election with Senator Sir Joseph. And everywhere Senator Sir Joseph went, he spoke highly of President Weah. That's my big brother. He's not happy with the results, the first round. And he brought me into this thing when I was in Sierra Leone. I'm paraphrasing Sir Joseph's words. President Weah made leaders. He's not going to be behind the breaking down of anybody that he made, that he created. He got better things to do. So you read such nonsense and you put it on taxpayer letterhead, such rubbish, and you put that on the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism letterhead, and you expect our international partners to believe that crap? Eh? You expect our partners to believe that crap, right? These guys, they don't cease to amaze people. They don't cease to amaze people. You know that George Weah, President George Weah, will be behind the overthrow of Funati Kofa, because if Funati Kofa remains speaker, he's going to gain prominence and take over the party. You think anybody can just take over the party? You think the way Alexander Cummings took over ANC with $20,000, you think that how anybody can take over the party? You think the way what her name? Amy Modal took over Unity Party and became chairman by paying Unity Party bills, paying Joseph Boakai bills, medical bills. You think that how Funati will take over? Anybody can take over the CDC? Eh? You think that how people can take over the CDC? You think the way Musa Hassan Belete, he's a distinguished gentleman. He's against this foolish takeover. But Musa Belete single-handedly financed Liberty Party. And the Yombly, Kanga Lawrence, the Daros Delon, the Liberty Party people, they all lined up behind Musa Belete. When he was spending his money, he took over the party. They didn't see that this guy is so wise, so sensitive, and he put the law behind him. He strengthened his hold on Liberty Party. Do you think that how somebody gonna take over CDC with money? They tell you that money that got seditions in CDC? Eh? You think that money? If it was money, if it was money that moved people from CDC, maybe tell her this, we here, while Michael Gilmore will be juggling between political parties, the highest bidder. Perhaps we would have then been in ANC, because they were behind us. They had emissaries to come to us, but the people told them, say, that guy, you can't get him. He's not hungry like that. Besides that, loyalty counts. Okay? Loyalty counts. Your values, your principles, those things that you stand for. Money should not be the cause that you are swept into the dustbin. Money should not be the cause. And so you don't write trash, call it a press statement, and incorporate President We Are In It as the man behind the overthrow of Funati Kofa. You don't do that. You don't do that. Okay? You don't. You don't do that. Okay? No way. You don't do that. And that goes to those lawmakers who took 15,000 bronze, okay, to sell their souls. To sell their souls to the devil. Yeah, confirm Mami Tay, we're giving you 2 for 1 tonight. We're giving you 2 for 1. She said you and AB all the same time. Yeah, 2 for 1. Y'all go in between. Y'all take one test. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Your soul, your souls, your values, your everything. You think that one piece of write-up press release to say I will now know what they wanted to do? Where is the money? Say you will now know. The team flower business, where they can't give you the money. Where is the money? I will now know that the thing what they wanted to come do to this speaker here. They wanted to come with a man by force. I will now know. So that's my signature. What I put on it, I take it from there now. You don't take it from there. You don't take it from there. It remains. And you will be accountable. Yeah. Barbara Wilson, D. Wilson. That's what you guys do. Go in between. All right? Yeah. I will now know. It not enough. It not enough. Say you now will know. All of you that took that money and you now will know, take that money to CDC headquarters and give it to the treasurer. Every bit of it. Take it to CDC headquarters. Give it to the treasurer. That government money. It can help sponsor some of the kids, some of the young people at our headquarters Some of them there. They got nowhere to live. All of you that signed for that money from the CDC Legislative Caucus, take that money, wrap it up, whether in blue plastic bag, brown plastic bag, take it to CDC headquarters and give it to the party for the upkeep, for operations. Let's see that happening. Yeah, Federal Tennessee, Nime. Let's see it happening. Take that money back to CDC headquarters. I know you will be ashamed to take it, but take it back. Do not send it by your driver. Do not send it by your small sister. Do not send it by your small brother, by your special assistant. Your set. But take it back. Take it to CDC headquarters. Call the acting chairman, Janga Kowo, Anthony Janga Kowo, or call the Secretary General, Jeff Tamakoji. Make appointment and say, I'm bringing the money to donate it to the party. Say Gilman, who was the presenter of Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9, Friday, October 18th, said we should bring the money back. Take it back. Don't spend any portion of it. If you did, find it, add it up, and take it to the CDC headquarters and give it to the party. Anna Taylor, Zayu, if you know within yourself that what you did was so wrong, so egregious, so betraying to the cause, to the party, to the people, take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Okay? You cannot say you did not receive the money. You received the money. There is a video evidence by the Honorable Luther Collins, the distinguished representative Luther Collins, produced that video. He did. Of you guys accepting the bribes. And he was one of the last person or the last person that signed. So all of you signed for it. Yeah. Yeah, City Capper. Honorable Representative Luther Collins is the mayor of the year. He did a great deed. He saved the country. He saved the legislature, the government. He was able to subvert a catastrophic earthquake, political earthquake. He stopped it. He, along with a few, Frank Sarfoko, Marvin Cole, and a host of others who did not sign. Yeke Koluba, who always announced there's a plot, there's a plot, there's a plot, there's a plot. Yeke Koluba. He always announced there's a plot against the speaker. Okay? Take the damn money back. Yeah. That's how my governor here in Michigan put it. Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She said, it's time somebody fix the damn road. The road, sorry. It's time somebody fix the damn road. It's time somebody takes the damn money back. It is not your money. Don't say because the plot was forged, and so I'm going to eat the money yet. And you begin to distribute the money to family members and whatsoever, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatsoever. Take the damn money back. Give it to the party. Give the money to the party. And maybe seditionists need to begin to rally to go to the capital, to those lawmakers that receive the money and protest against them. Let them take the money back. No, Akwe, Gamakoli, I get your point. Or Gamakoli say, if you say take the money back, they mean the money came from CDC. No, it did not come from CDC. I get your point. But they wanted to do harm to CDC. That's our argument. They wanted to do harm to the party by forcefully removing or overthrowing Funati Kofa. And since they did not succeed in their devilish attempts, let CDC benefit. Let Joseph Boakai and Unity Party cry for the hundreds of thousands of dollars that they've lost in attempting to remove the speaker. That's what you do. That's what you do. Let Unity Party of Joseph Boakai cry. Yeah. Let them cry. That's what you do. Okay? That's what you do. Let them be on video. Akwe, Gamakoli. When they take the money back, let them be on video. Because it's no more a secret. Let them be on video presenting the money to CDC at the HQ so that Joseph Boakai, Unity Party, Mo Ali there can see their stolen money. Their stolen money being given. It's given to CDC. Let the Liberian people see that. Okay? That's what they need to do. Put that on video, on camera. Mr. Secretary, Tama Koji, Mr. Chairman, Jangakowo, we are very sorry to betray the party and our attempt to forcefully remove the speaker. But we brought the money because we actually don't have use for the money yet. The money yet now is for our name. If we eat the money, it will choke us. We even buy clothes, the clothes will tear on us. We buy jewelry, the jewelry will fade on us. So it's best we bring the money, let the party use the money for operation. There are many people on the party ground here who need help. You can help the people there. Yeah. Yeah, Prince Double. You probably want to listen to the show from the beginning. We spoke about that, what should happen to the plotters. They need to be investigated, punished. Yeah. Yeah. They need to be investigated and punished. And they must return this money to CDC. Yeah, Kemasaki. They must return this money to CDC. They wanted to harm the party. Okay? Because I don't know whether the transport minister, Joseph Boakai, Mo Ali, is going after them for the money. Say, my man, they hold here in a backfire, so you're bringing money back. No, I don't think anybody going behind there for the money. And because nobody going behind there for the money, CDC must go behind there for the money. If they don't return the money, expel them, rally a removal of them, a recall. Chief Rogers, Mabu Rogers, welcome from Claratown. How you doing? That's what you do. Put the weight of the people, the cries of the people behind them. Let them return the money. That money that Kafu. Yeah. That money that Kafu. You eat that money, it will run your belly. You eat that money, it will run your belly. No kidding about it. Okay? And before we begin to take your calls, and then announce our winners here. Crusoe, get ready, okay? But let me finish with the other segment. Speaker Kofa is on his way back home to Liberia. All right? He's on his way back home. And hopefully Seditians will gather and give him a warm, rousing welcome, a heroic welcome back to the capital. But this attempt against his leadership to have him removed as Speaker of the 55th Legislature did not come without the acquiescence, the knowledge, the input of Joseph Boakai or his administration. They knew the plot, they knew everything about it, and they orchestrated it. It is only because of the resiliency, the thoughtfulness, the brilliance, the bravery of a few led by the Honorable Luther Collins that this was thwarted, that this attempt was foiled, that this forced takeover did not materialize. And so, when the investigation is done, coupled with the audit of how these monies were raised, and the culprits are brought to book, Speaker Kofa must exert the weight of the House of Representatives, the legislature, the people's representatives, by setting up an impeachment inquiry against Joseph Boakai. Hear me and hear me well. Speaker Kofa, after the investigation and the findings are in his hands, made public to the Liberian people, he must exert the weight of the law, because bribery is a felony, it's a crime. The forced removal of a speaker without due process, without cause, is a crime also. And this, again, I repeat, has the phalanges, the fingerprints, the brains of Joseph Yuma Boakai. And so, Speaker Kofa must set up an impeachment inquiry team for the sole purpose to impeach Joseph Boakai. Am I clear? Am I speaking to somebody? Am I speaking to somebody? Are we clear about it? Okay? He will not be wrong to set up an impeachment inquiry against Joseph Yuma Boakai. Speaker Kofa will not be wrong. He will be doing the right thing. Akwe Gamakoli. Because Barbara Wilson did not put daddy there, so you came and said, yes, daddy. Eh? Helen Kwaya Elliott, how are you? Josiah Masale, welcome. Okay? Speaker Kofa will not be wrong to set up that inquiry and have an impeachment proceedings against Joseph Yuma Boakai. I mean, let me be honest with you. Boakai can be impeached by the House of Representatives today. Yumli Kanga Lawrence, as president pro tem of the Senate, she probably will not even hold any hearing to remove him. But the idea, it will be on his record that he was impeached. All right? Maduri, Chelsea Soiree, thank you. Okay? Yumli Kanga Lawrence with Darius DeLong sitting in the Senate will not remove Joseph Boakai, but it would have a stain on his leadership. It will be on his record as the Liberian president in modern day who was impeached by a speaker they tried to remove forcefully. Are we clear? Clear, Richards? Are we clear about that? Aratina Solo. Are we clear about that? Eh? Are we clear about that? Julie Quare, are we clear about that? Claire Richard said, I know, right? Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Touré. Paulo Rita Resto said yes. Well, Touré said that old man is silent. Is a silent silencer, a green snake in the grass. He is. But this forced removal, this overthrow, attempted overthrow of the speaker has Boakai's fingerprints all over it. Okay? That Minister of Transport cannot raise over $600,000 all by himself. Mo Ali, a water and sewer, cannot raise over $150,000 all by himself without the acquiescence, without the knowledge of Joseph Yuma Boakai. When you get people at water and sewer not being paid, people at transport ministry were laid off. They said no money. People lay off. They said no money to pay them. But you are able to find $600,000, taxpayer dollars, to remove a speaker. Huh? You were able to. God will punish you. God will punish you. After Senior, welcome there. God will punish you. You remember what his name? Musa Hassan Bilete? God will punish you. Yeah. Absolutely. Pala Urita Reto. And if Thomas Fowler is guilty, he should be brought to justice as well. That's what we said. That those CDC lawmakers must be investigated. They must be investigated and the findings made known to the public. That was taxpayer dollars they used to try to overthrow Speaker Kofa. And their actions were going to be very public. They were not going to be secret to say, oh, they secretly removed it. No, it was going to be public. So the investigation of those CDC lawmakers must be made public as well. Let the partisans see that we mean business by investigating our own and letting it out into the public. Okay? And this is where some of us will show that maverick attitude. All right? That maverick attitude. You remember the late John McCain? When Donald Trump and the Republican Party were all about repealing Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, the ACA, simply Obamacare, for health insurance for poor people or Americans. And John McCain, the late John McCain, was the vote that would have done the trick, that would have repealed Obamacare. And John McCain performed the maverick duty. He went like this, thumbs down. John McCain went like this, thumbs down. He voted that bill down. He broke ranks with his party to save the Affordable Care Act. Yeah, he broke ranks with his party. And that's what some of us will do. We will not resign our membership. We will not resign from anything, but we will speak against it. If the party decides to keep a secret, we will speak against it. And we'll let you know right here. If not here, on our platform. It must not be made secret. Those who plotted against the speaker, all right? You know how Charles Taylor called them? You know how Charles Taylor called them? Those who plotted against the speaker, who took money to remove the speaker. Charles Taylor referred to them as yellow-bellied swines. Yes, that's who they are. Yellow-bellied swines. They must be investigated, brought to book, exposed to seditious and the Liberian people. These are the people that you elected. These are their crimes. These are what they did. All right? We must do that. Crusoe, let's begin to take calls and announce our winners. All right? So those of you in the diaspora, if you want to call, you can call me here on WhatsApp and direct at 313-957-9702. And we're going to put it through, okay? Thank you. And you can call the local numbers there. Crusoe, do we have the winners? You want to announce the winners? Hello.
Hello.
So you play the freedom card giveaway?
Yeah.
Okay. So you won before?
No.
Okay, so we decided to give you 5,000. You saw it?
I don't see anything on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Check your mobile money. Check
Thomas,
your mobile money.
Delano.
Yeah. The wise man.
So
Yeah.
okay, you got call that you can take it.
No, not yet. Okay, so if you want to call, you can call us here
Thomas,
while we do the money
okay, let me
transaction there.
refresh.
313-957-9702. You heard me?
So
Oh
let's
no.
get this person. Hello?
Yes, since I hear a lot of voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you can go ahead. You can go ahead and begin taking calls. You can begin your analysis while I try to refresh.
Come again?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Oh, go ahead.
I called to say that, like what Amy was saying.
Yes, folks. We are glad to have all of you. Yeah, it was just a repeat of this evening show on the Freedom Heart Talk. Mr. Gilmer and the folks back to in Liberia. Well, however, we just want to welcome you. Right after that, we want to open the line, for people to start calling in. But before we do that, I just want to thank all of you for the patience to to listen to it, and we are using it as today monologue, and also we can weigh in. And the basic issue today is about the forceful removal of Speaker Kofa. It has been the center point since yesterday and up to today. So as we wait on Mr. Gilmore to come back, this is the area we'll be talking to. Many of you have to listen to what has happened. This is Liberia. These things are not strange. I think when the show started, I tried to bring up a few things that are happening even under the Unity Party-led administration when President Sirleaf was the realm of power. We understand that the first time we witnessed such an event, it was the removal of former Speaker Edwin Melvin Snow. We saw that drama that unfolded, and by then Thomas Fowler, they were the new legislators, but then in House of Representatives those days. And then before we move on, we saw the removal also of the President pro tem from Grand Juliet County, where he was forcefully removed. We witnessed all of those drama. But once again, that's it. But Mr. Gilmore is back. The wise man is back. So I will just turn it over to him. I just saw Rachel's BHD chaplain just enter too as well. So let me say hi to her.
Yeah, Miss
Rachel.
Chapin. Yeah, folks, welcome to all of you again. You just listened to the monologue. If you didn't follow the show from the beginning, I was reading the comments and I saw one from Sam Riggs, and he said, I'm gonna be here. I'm not going to AB. I'll watch AB show later on, but I'm gonna stay with Mr. Gilmer. I was talking to Comfort Mamite. For all of you who did not know, we were the sole or lone presenter today on Freedom Hard Talk, on Freedom Hard Talk, Freedom FM, and that was the monologue we presented today, and we thought to replay it here. But from the beginning of the show, it was all live. Tamasa, Ato Solo Senior all came in. We had extras from them. We played you some videos before we went into the monologue. So the monologue was a repeat from an earlier broadcast today. It was a repeat. So we're gonna just take analysis from Tamasa, Miss Chapin, take a few calls, and we're gonna call it a night. All right. So Miss Chapin, let's get you listen to the monologue there. And you know what happened yesterday or day before yesterday, your time. Let's get your takeaways.
Thank you, Mr. Gamer. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes,
Okay,
we
great.
can hear you.
I'm using headphones. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so first let me say thank God for everybody. But I just have I'm just looking at it from so many perspectives, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And some I will not disclose, but I will just talk while everybody talking. But I have some reservation about the whole issue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I will not disclose it. Maybe I'll call you later. We'll talk directly.
Okay.
Well, whatever it is, I know that CDC lawmakers sign onto it, and citizens are very furious while they sign and go against their own party and so forth. But it was a good thing that the court and the party headquarters maybe they gave their position.
Right.
The reason why they did it, we don't know why I don't think it's just about the money, because the money is so small. For me, I think that money is too small.
Of course.
Yeah, to betray your party, your party, and then look at the representatives, they're all young.
Yeah.
They're all so young. Who knows?
Also
You
young,
could
yeah.
emerge as a stand-up better or a CDC tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I don't know, but I just can get my head through it.
Mhm.
Those are not the risks you want to take.
No.
Yeah, especially for a perishable 35 or 25,000.
Yeah.
You would not want to take sexual risks. But if they took it at all, then I don't know what took over them.
That's something to over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, and then they don't. I mean, Joseph Boakai government is so fragile. It our Eddie said it down, and he said, "Oh, because she had an international backing."
Right.
You see that? Yeah, and her government was like, it might have not been legitimate on the ground, but it had an international backing. So people could be afraid, okay, if I work with her,
Yeah.
my ways will be open at the international level. You want to take that risk. But for what at this point in time, with a lawmaker, especially a CDC lawmaker who want to
CDC
take such a
lawmakers.
risk, for a government that doesn't have a legitimacy. It doesn't have any legitimacy, international,
Absolutely.
local,
No.
It has legality, but it doesn't have legitimacy.
Yeah.
Legality because the election commission announced it as winner, he's inaugurated.
Yeah.
The government is, but it doesn't have legitimacy internationally, locally. So why would somebody not, scan the environment
Uh-huh.
and really make a sound decision? Why would somebody want to take such a risk to go against their party?
Yeah.
So then I look at it from another lens, and then I just keep quiet on that lens. But whatever it is, I think I said it before on the platform. I said it's not going to get better with the Boakai-led government. It's going to get worse. I mean, it's just like a linear equation.
Right.
Like a linear graph. Actually, let me say linear graph.
Linear
It's just like a linear graph. It keeps ascending. It just keeps ascending.
Right.
Yeah, it keeps ascending by the day. Every day. I mean, almost like every fortnight, we have an issue with a corruption emerging from this government.
Right.
That's why when folks they are building this narrative, which I think Mr. Kilburn on a talk show with people in Liberia, the GHT and contact with AB. I mean, those talk show and discussion that favor the CDC, we should stop this narrative. We are not like the Unity Party. CDC is nowhere like the Unity Party.
You said we should do what?
The narrative that CDC and United Party that 6 and 7, they're trying to sell this narrative, and we're looking at it.
You said we should stop it?
Yeah, we should stop it. We are not compared to United Party.
Let me hear other people. Miss Chappie. We're not stopping it. We're not stopping it. I beg you.
No, we are unit. You're not understanding me. You are not understanding me.
We should stop what?
The narrative that people selling that we and United Party are the same.
Oh no, we're not the same.
Corruption. That's what I'm talking about.
I thought you said we should forget about this story. We should not talk about this story.
No.
Okay.
I didn't want for us to file a lawsuit.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Kimmer. I didn't want the CDC to file a lawsuit to the Supreme Court for bribery.
Yeah.
Right.
The youth league could file a lawsuit. But what I'm saying, they think and say all CDC and United Party they are seeing their time for another alternative. A couple of persons in the opposition community, they try to sell this idea. We should stop the with nothing like the United Party.
Right.
We are nothing like them.
Thank you very much, Ms. Chapin.
Yeah, so take it easy with our lawmaker. Then in the meantime, they understand their position because I just can't get my head through it.
Absolutely. Brother Connor, Abi.
Hey, my brother.
Welcome.
Good evening. Good evening to you.
My big nephew.
Good evening.
Hey, great Delano. How you doing, man? How the court doing you? And my dear sister. How you doing?
Yes,
How you doing?
The Dakota bill start already.
Yeah. You know, when there used to be a brightest man, some kind of chickens where brightest man used to be in Liberia.
For good cooking,
I know, right?
Good cooking with Maggie Cube.
Right. So we are definitely inside.
Yeah, and then they get the chamo cube too.
The chamo cube.
The chamo cube, yeah.
Right. So those back in the days, those are the things.
Yeah.
But you know, my brother, it's great to be here. And today you are on fire. You got listening to the repeat. Though I never had the opportunity to follow at the time I was at work.
Right.
But indeed, you nailed it, man. You were very explosive.
Oh yeah.
In the monologue that you had today, it was great.
Yeah.
You know, you were well on point. But you know, there are a couple of things that people need to be very cognizant of.
Mm-hmm.
And this attitude of this United Party-led government, there is a notoriety here. For you to have a government and a party that found pleasure in continuously unseating speakers and pro temps.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sad thing. They have history of this. This is not the first rodeo. They have history of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my dear sister Rasha was saying that the money is small. At the time they removed Senator Snow, they were additional $5,000.
5,000.
5,000.
Yeah. Now I want to get the 5,000.
This is at an incremental level here.
Yeah.
It is
right,
5,000. You know? And I told somebody, I said, Speaker Kofa's situation is a bit different than Senator Snow. Reason being that Senator Snow at the time he got elected as an independent. So meaning to say, technically, he didn't have a political base or a home at the time. Though he came from the MPP at the time, but he contested at the time, I think, as an independent.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yes.
So it was an easy thing. It was the conglomeration of opposition party at the time, including the CDC and so on and so forth. Even the very Fala and others that got elected as senator. I mean, they call it speaker at the time. And then when you come to Alex Tyler was one of their own. So it was one of their own, but it fell up, and then they had Salih had to orchestrate something to remove him. But this time around, you have a speaker that is directly from the major opposition party of the country and got elected on that party's platform and subsequently became speaker. So it's a different thing. But now, the hypocrisy and the insincerity of the leadership of this country at this time.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, you have a president that extended an invitation to the speaker to accompany him on a foreign trip.
Of all places in Rome.
The Vatican.
The Vatican.
All right? And then
kneel down to the Pope and all.
Yeah.
Yes.
You understand he dancing with the devil. Why he with the Pope be dancing with the devil?
Yeah. And you are there. And that behind you, there's this uproar. A literal coup d'etat that try to dismantle your very government and bring you to public disrepute. For your government to be like a pariah government. And you have uttered nothing absolutely. Your silence is deafening. Every conspiracy theorist that have put things together, they are right in their judgment, in their decision at this point in time that indeed you are fully cognizant of what transpired with Speaker Kofa, because you have said nothing. But your government was very hasty to respond to former President Weah's press release.
Right.
Though irresponsibly from your so-called deputy minister of information, but you guys mustered the courage to respond to that. But wherein you extend an invitation to the Speaker of the House, and the station of Coup to remove him, and you have said nothing. There is no condemnation. There is nothing absolutely. By the way, this is an equal branch of government, the first branch of government.
Yeah.
And about the removal of Speaker, you got nothing to say about it. That's how despicable this is to me. And I see a lot of insincerity. I mean, you cannot continue to prove to people that you're an insincere person and you continue to exhibit it as a president of this nation. This is appalling.
It is appalling.
But it was, I believe, like I said, conspiracy theorists, I believe it was orchestrated. Yeah, I will try to gain other year and you guys can go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can deduce from the whole thing, my brother. But it's sad. Now,
very sad.
Just to close on this particular one, the seditionists and all opposition members, legislators, and even opposition parties, if there's nothing to consolidate around, this should be a clarion call.
Yeah, a clarion call.
A clarion call to rally around this despicable behavior and consolidate unity and condemn it and forcefully reminding people that you can. This is a pure power grab here.
Yeah. Your volume went low, Abby.
Somebody calling him.
Hello? Are you there?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that you have a government that is operating within margin of error. Government. A margin of error.
Margin of error government, yeah.
Yes. And they want to consolidate power at all costs because, mind you, by the 25th, they should be introducing our budget.
Mm-hmm.
And from what all indication I gathered that within our budget, they're trying to make allocation for that yellow machine fiasco. And Speaker Kofa have vehemently refused to allow such to be included in it because he said such a budget would not pass. So they say, you know what? We got to make sure that we get this speaker out of this place, and then we put our own there. Now, if any sedition and opposition party member will be thinking that, it'll be that this is a dress by dress. It's no dress by dress.
It's not no dress by dress.
If a speaker is removed, his colleagues going to have election for a brand new speaker.
Right.
And that speaker is not going to be Thomas Falah.
No.
So that's the naivety of a lot of these lawmakers, especially for the new ones. They shouldn't allow. They should not even go down that kind of road. But it's a sad thing that it will buy into a narrative like this, my brother. But let me not take all of the time. We got a lot to chew on tonight. It's great to be
No,
here.
just end your thoughts because we are about to go with 2.5 hours now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like I said, my brother, this needs to be, it should be a clarion call. And this
Absolutely.
is nothing to be taken lightly.
No.
Because what is disturbing at this point in time, the Lofa legislative caucus, the CDC Lofa legislative caucus, not one of them have issued any statement. They are in lockstep here. You had a Junifer Thelma, you had a photo, you just named the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
They are saying nothing at this point in time. It's important that the party call them to order, and by the convening of the next sitting on Tuesday, I think they should be in a position to distance themselves from this evil behavior.
Absolutely.
Because there's something called due process. The law requires due process. But you are leveling allegations against a speaker that he has not been accorded a due process. By the way, even when Speaker Snow was removed at the time, he ran to the Supreme Court. And he won his case in the Supreme Court and told her his removal was illegitimate. But at a certain point, he has to just succumb to it because, like I said, this situation, how the political base, so to speak, at the time.
Right.
So this is a different ballgame, and this it should not be allowed. No. This is power grab, and these desperados, they would do anything and everything to siphon the resources of this country, and they can only do that. They are eyeing 2029, and no opposition party member should think that this is a child's play. They will neutralize.
They want to solidify. They want to solidify their whole on the government. Yeah.
Yes. So again, my brother, it's great to be here. I know tomorrow we'll delve into it further.
Absolutely.
And thanks for the time, man.
No doubt. Tamasa, in a minute.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
The Watchman, the first thing that Major used is wrapping up situation to chairs, extend my gratitude to the lawmakers. I refer to them, the Blue Revolutionary lawmakers, headed by Honorable Lutus Collins, Honorable Marvin Cole, Frank Safoko, Papi Small, and Abu Bana Kamara and the legs for standing tall, for bringing sanctity to the fresh branch of government.
Absolutely.
One of the things that destroy any modern society is principles. Politics.
Compromise.
Principles.
When you
destroy the nation.
Yeah.
It destroyed the nation. To have a fresh branch of government wrapping in such a situation like this, that we seen the cash money, $15,000.
Yeah.
Andy, it tells you that after 177 years, we are still at square one.
Square one.
We are talking about the House of Legislature, the fresh branch of government, those that have the oversight to call who will be members of the executive, to question them. These are the people that are lack principles today, politically. Our country is in turmoil. I believe, as the man of God said, there will be disaster upon disaster, which of course I continue to pray to God that God should take it from over us. But we are sensing that. It is scary.
It is scary.
It is scary.
Absolutely.
It is worrisome. We are in a serious political mess. But we pray that God may help us. But I salute them. I salute our lawmakers. I call them the Blue Revolutionary lawmakers who stand tall and beat back the reactionary lawmakers that will refer to them as dissident lawmakers
Did they
They
what?
were beating back. Yeah, they were beating back.
Let's play.
Seriously.
Let's play the video for that.
Mr. Gilman, why you let them play the other one right here? I tell you.
Well, folks, that does it for us here. Thank you very much for being there. Thanks to our team of panelists and analysts. Let's continue to pray for our country. Yea, boys, Zene, Satara Wu, Lena Addison Outland, Victoria Musulu Townsend, Connie Gail Masale, Barbara D. Wilson, Mufaka Borae, Sam Rex, Charles Grubble, Get Here, James Ellis, S. Calon Dia, Tisha Higgins, Brad Nimla Diggs. Thanks very much for tuning in, being part of our conversation here tonight. One of you that trained with us that distributed the show as well, Emmanuel Bro, Abenico Kanefe, Edward Boko Jr., Noah Yinigan, Nathaniel Harris, Connor Zile, Julie Zach Kennedy, Lucia Douglas Hicks, Christina Hawa,
No, carry it back on him. You didn't ask for
Morris
it.
Saki,
I signed up for you there.
Winston Logan, thanks to our team of panelists, Ibrahim Kone, Rashad Messi, Chapin, Dilano Tamasa, and then we'll be back again another time, okay? Until then, I'll be your host and announcer, Juan Michael Gilman. You can tune in to the radio FM 107 for your non-stop entertainment.